Premier League overview. Player of the week. I'm going to go for Ryan Gravenberch. Liverpool 2, Everton 1. That was the final score. Gravenberch, first of all, what a finish for his goal. Lovely ball from Salah. Flicked in by Gravenberch so well. You'd think he'd been playing up front. He's actually a midfielder, and that's part of the reason he's my player of the week. His goal, but also his defensive contributions. He mops up everything for Liverpool, and he was instrumental in them getting the 3 points. So for me, no-brainer. Gravenberch, man of the match. Team of the week, it's got to be Leeds for me. 3-1 winners against Wolves away from home. Both sides needed 3 points. Leeds away from home, they got the job done. They got the 3 points. A great team performance. Wolves, so worrying for them this season now. Leeds, though, team of the week, and a massive push for them to try and stay in this league. Moment of the week, it's got to be that Martinelli goal. 93rd minute of play. The ball gets played over the top. A bit of a nothing ball, and it's all about the finish from Martinelli. If you'd have asked me, I'd have said there's no chance that anyone is scoring past that Manchester City defence. More importantly, Donnarumma as well. Martinelli, though, it was a bit of brilliance. And to be honest with you, Arsenal, they definitely deserved a point. Manchester City, though, credit to them. They went there, they did a defensive job. They nearly got what they wanted. But Martinelli, moment of the week. Arsenal fans, you must be delighted to snatch a point so late on against Manchester City. Shock result this week? Well, there wasn't necessarily a real shock result, if you would say. However, I've gone for Burnley and Nottingham Forest. 1-1, the final score. Forest, of course, now under Ange Postecoglou. I was expecting them to absolutely thump Burnley and really put a statement victory down. But Burnley, this is why I've chose it. My surprise package of the season, maybe. They're just so resolute in defence. They're so hard to break down. Anyone that goes to Turf Moor is going to have a very difficult time. So Burnley, a shock result in a sense of, it's a good point for them. But I really thought Forest were going to get all 3 points. But also just, they're a bit of a surprise package after last week against Liverpool, this week against Forest. They are going to be tough to beat at home, and again, they might even stay up. Biggest disappointment, it's got to be my team once again, Aston Villa. They went to Sunderland, they drew 1-1. On the surface of things, not a bad result considering the way Sunderland have started. The issue here is the fact that they had a one-man advantage. In the 33rd minute, Sunderland went down to 10 men, and at this point you thought Villa were going to push on and get a much-needed first win. Yes, they scored a goal. It doesn't matter. A very disappointing timeout for Aston Villa, who should have went on to get all 3 points. And if we're going to be honest, Sunderland could have also stole a victory as well here. So Villa, biggest disappointments once again.